It's pretty incredible to think about. Millions of people every single year travel across the entire globe just to see one building. Today, we're diving into the real story of the Taj Mahal. I mean, just look at it. It's a building that seems absolutely perfect, so peaceful, almost unreal, right? Like it's floating. But what if I told you that this isn't just a story of love? That behind all that flawless marble, there's a much darker story. A story of power, of incredible sacrifice, and of secrets hidden in plain sight.
All right, so let's set the scene. Our story kicks off way back in the 17th century, right at the peak of India's mighty Mughal Empire.
And it all revolves around one man, one of the most powerful rulers on the entire planet at the time, Shah Jahan. I mean, this guy had everything. Unfathomable wealth, absolute power, a massive empire. But the one thing he treasured above all else was love. He was completely devoted to his wife, Mumtaz Mahal. And listen, she wasn't just a queen to him, she was his best friend, his closest companion, the one person he trusted with absolutely everything. But then, in 1631, their entire world just shattered. While giving birth to their 14th child, Mumtaz Mahal died. And in that one single moment, one of the most powerful men on earth was just completely broken. They say his hair turned gray practically overnight. That's how deep his grief was. And it was out of that all-consuming pain that this incredible idea started to form. He wasn't just going to build a tomb, no. He was going to create an eternal symbol of their love, something that would echo through the centuries, forever. But, building something to last forever, well, that comes with a price. And that quest for perfection, it can very quickly spiral into a dangerous obsession.
And this project was absolutely monumental. Think about this. It took more than 20 years to finish.
And to build it, they needed a workforce of over 20,000 people. We're talking artisans, master craftsmen, and laborers, all brought in from across Asia and even further. The sheer scale of it is just hard to wrap your head around. That pure white marble, it was hauled by elephants for hundreds and hundreds of miles. Precious stones were intricately carved, by hand, into the walls. Every single detail was designed with perfect, almost mathematical symmetry. This wasn't just architecture, it was a full-blown obsession. And here, this is where the story starts to get really dark. There's this persistent legend, kind of like a grim whisper in the halls of history. It says that after the Taj was finished, some of the master craftsmen were punished, maimed, or maybe even killed, just to make sure they could never, ever build anything so beautiful again. Now, historians are still split on this, but it raises a pretty chilling question, doesn't it? And the cost wasn't just potentially human. Think about the money. Building something this grand required a massive amount of resources. It put huge financial pressure on the entire Mughal economy, basically draining the treasury at a time when the empire was already dealing with other big problems. But Shah Jahan's incredible vision, it didn't stop with the White Tomb. Oh no, there's another chapter to this story, a dream that was never actually finished. So the story goes that Shah Jahan planned to build a second Taj Mahal right across the river. It was meant to be a perfect mirror image of the first one, but built entirely out of black marble, a darker reflection of that same perfect beauty. This one was supposed to be for him, for his own tomb, a symbol not just of love, but of profound loss. But before he could even start that dark dream, everything came crashing down. He was overthrown by his own son, Aurangzeb. And just like that, Shah Jahan, the great emperor, was imprisoned in the nearby Agra fort, where he would spend the rest of his life. And here's the final, tragic irony of it all. For the rest of his days, all he could do was stare at the Taj Mahal from his prison window. The very monument he built as a testament to his love became this constant, beautiful, unreachable reminder of everything he had lost. So years passed. Empires rose and fell, but the Taj Mahal, it remained. And it leaves us with this huge, enduring question about what it all really means. Today, when millions of us visit, we see this breathtaking beauty. We take our photos, we post them online, and we call it maybe the greatest symbol of love ever created. But how many of us actually stop and think about the full story?
about the crushing pain that started it all, the absolute, unchecked power it took to build it, and yeah, the staggering price of one man's obsession.
Because the truth is, the Taj Mahal isn't just a story about love. It's also a story about loss. It's a story about power. And it's a story about obsession. So the next time you see a picture of this monument, or maybe you're lucky enough to see it in person, just ask yourself, is this really a symbol of pure love?
Or is it something else? A hauntingly beautiful reminder of what love, power, and obsession can truly cost.